here we are, tutorial number 2 for Noggit WoW modding. Last time we extracted the WoW files that are needed for this. This time we're going to deal with Noggit 335A client here and client 335A test. Both are needed, and the reason they're needed is if you have two programs that are trying to access the same WoW files, it has a tendency to screw things up bad. Yes, I speak from experience. Never use Talus and Noggit and MPQ editor at the same time. Noggit won't even load if the file is in use, which is convenient. Others will. Talus really doesn't care. Anyways, back to what we're doing here. These two folders, client 335A Noggit, 335A test. Well, the Noggit one is obviously for Noggit. The test is for any other program you're using, Talus or ADT Adder or wowmodelviewer, which is an awesome program. I don't know who made it. It's probably in the, if you click help and about, whoever did it, 2 thumbs up on that one. Alright, what we need to do is we need to copy a basic World of Warcraft files to that folder. So we're going to go in here into Noggit. This is very time consuming, just like every other setup process for WoW modding, but the more time you spend doing this without skipping around like I did first time I tried, the easier it becomes for you, the less hassles you run into. Now, this is my basic WoW folder. Yes, it says World of Warcraft 3.3.6. There was no such thing until Authorian came along. That's my realm, realmsofwarcraft.com. Check it out. There's a patch there. There's a few model edits in there. Check out Stormwind. Go over to the flight path person and you'll see a whole new area. You can get up on top of Stormwind. Really cool stuff. Anyways, you need to copy everything. This whole thing straight on over. Oops. Always use your right mouse button when dragging, so you can pick copy or move here, but we are going to copy. This is going to take a very, very long time, especially on my slow computer with everything that's actually going on. As you can see, I've got other things opened up. I think I still have the zip file from the last video. Don't need that. I've got some text files and some link stuff. Anyways, this will take a minute, and I'll be back as soon as it's done. Well, looks like it finally finished. While I was gone, I did some dishes. Now, Lady Silver won't whoop me for being lazy and just playing on YouTube. Anyways, next step, simply put, do the exact same thing in client test. Just drag it over, copy here. Remember, hold your right mouse button down when dragging over. It gives you a little menu. Most of the time it'll copy, sometimes it'll move. Moving can be a bad thing, especially if you don't pay attention. Also speaking from experience. Old man I knew, he was a boss of mine back in the early 90s when I was working for a computer store where the 386 computer was a little outdated, but you could still sell. He was a crazy old man, one of the best bosses I ever had. Now, he gave me some advice. He did it out of joking, being kind of a smart ass, but he gave me some advice that I have listened to ever since then, and I'm going to pass this wonderful knowledge off to all of you 1 or 2 people who actually watch my videos. That knowledge was a little piece of information: read your screen. Everything you ever need to know is right there in front of you, but we always just close the windows. You never read the terms and agreements when you're installing a program. Who knows, you may have to pick your nose and flick your boogers at the president because it said so in the terms and agreements. Although nobody ever does what it says in there anyways. But anyways, that's the end of this video. I blabbed on for a while. Maybe I'll throw some text in here. Maybe telling you guys to tell me to shut up or something. Anyways, this is it for chapter 2. I know these chapters are short, but people don't like watching 50-minute videos. So anyways, once it's done transferring all this over, you're done. We can move to step 3, which is the worst step out of all of them. Until then,